Picture this. You wake up before dawn, and dawn never comes. The sky stays ink black, stars blaze where sunrise should be. Radios crackle, power grids sag, and everyone asks the same question, what now? In this thought experiment, the sun still exists, but it stops shining. No light, no heat, so Earth keeps moving yet never sees another sunrise. First minutes, it feels like a global eclipse. Temperatures hold for a bit because our atmosphere and oceans still store heat. Birds go quiet, highways slow, solar panels become shiny tiles, useless in the dark. But the clock is ticking. Let's walk through the timeline, hour by hour, then week by week, and see what it would take to survive. In the first 24 hours, cities glow brighter than ever, and the moon, still lit by Earthshine only, looks dull and gray. Streetlights stay on, astronomers cheer, then shiver. Electricity demand surges as homes crank heat and light. Flights reroute, leaning on radar and instruments. Animals that hunt by day pause. Night creatures stumble into a forever midnight. By day 2 to 3, the world feels like late autumn everywhere. Air cools a few degrees each day. Oceans release stored warmth, buying time. Food supply chains still run, but greenhouses without backup lighting start to fail. News anchors say, conserve power, and for once, everyone listens. After a week, mid-latitudes drift below freezing. Water mains burst, icy fog creeps through valleys. Wind farms keep spinning, but solar is gone, and hydro weakens as rivers ice. Governments prioritize hospitals, data centers, and heating shelters. Neighborhoods dim block by block. Plants are in trouble. No light means no photosynthesis. Leaves wilt, then rot. Forests hold on briefly, drawing on reserves, but most crops collapse within days to weeks. Oxygen doesn't vanish overnight. Our atmosphere is a vast bank, but without photosynthesis, the long-term deposit stops. Human survival shifts to energy math. What can still power heat, light, and food? Nuclear reactors run for years. Geothermal keeps humming in places like Iceland. Some natural gas and coal plants continue while fuel lasts. Wind helps when it blows. Hydro becomes patchy as reservoirs freeze. Underground is your friend. Constant temperatures, less heat loss, easier to insulate. Food becomes the next bottleneck. We pivot to indoor agriculture, stacked hydroponics under LED grow lights powered by nuclear or geothermal. We raise mushrooms, algae, yeast-based proteins, and insects, efficient, fast, and controllable. Meat becomes rare. Dairy shifts to shelf-stable alternatives. It's not glamorous, but it keeps people fed. Where would people go? Toward heat. Volcanic and geothermal zones. Iceland, parts of Japan, the Rift Valley, New Zealand become lifeboats. Coastal cities try to hold on using remaining energy, but ice grips harbors and salt spray freezes on decks. Some communities retreat into mines, subway tunnels, and deep basements, creating linked warmth networks. By the first month, oceans skin over near the poles. Mid-latitude lakes freeze thick. The jet stream wobbles. Storms carry dry powder snow into places that rarely see it. Wildlife migrates toward geothermal oases or perishes. Pets sleep longer, confused by permanent night. Communication stays vital. Fiber lines work, satellites continue until their solar-charged batteries die unless ground stations beam power or switch to nuclear-powered relays. Curiously, amateur radio rises again, a warm voice skipping across the ionosphere, connecting shelters like stars in a human-made constellation. What about the seas and deep life? At hydrothermal vents, chemosynthetic microbes never cared about sunlight. Tube worms and strange crabs keep thriving. Under ice, some fish linger in slow motion. Life, stubborn as ever, finds niches. Long-term, months to years, average global temperatures plummet. Much of the atmosphere eventually snows out as nitrogen and oxygen frost at the coldest places, especially on high plateaus. Air grows thin and biting, but underground caverns with heat and sealed habitats can maintain pressure and warmth. Could we make artificial day? Maybe. Cities could build light canyons, arrays of LEDs synchronized to a 24-hour cycle to preserve human circadian rhythms and mental health. Schools and work would follow clock time, not sunlight, and architecture would center on light wells and heat recovery corridors. Rituals move indoors, festivals under lantern ceilings, parades through heated galleries. What breaks first? Heat, food, or trust? Communities that share power, rotate greenhouse duty, and protect essential workers stand the best chance. Stories, music, and conversation become survival gear too, keeping minds bright when the sky won't. And the science. Without sunlight, Earth's trajectory changes only if the sun vanishes entirely. In our scenario, gravity still holds, so seasons continue invisibly while light is gone. The stars sharpen, auroras fade with dwindling solar wind. The Milky Way becomes our slow, silent clock. Hope isn't naive, it's practical. With nuclear and geothermal, disciplined rationing, and rapid pivot to fungal, algal, and hydroponic foods, hundreds of millions could endure. We would learn to paint daylight indoors, farm in stacks, and heat from the ground up until fate changes again. If the sun never rose again, what part of your day would you fight hardest to keep? Your morning walk, your coffee ritual, your window plants? If you enjoyed this journey into the dark and how we might still find light, hit subscribe, tap like to support the channel, and share it with a friend. See you in the next episode.